going to informally, casually, impromptu, gradually convene. Hope you can hear me. My name is Jerry Clare. I'm Ken's older brother, and I'm not happy to be here. But I'm glad that you're here. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy to see you. And what I would like to do is to take this occasion to bring a lot of people together from different times and places in Ken's life, and to share our feelings, our recollections of him. There are so many segments, parts of my brother that he was an enigmatic man. He was very private. He was very public. He was very scientific, rigorous, analytic, very emotional. And he knew each of us in a different way. Sadly, each of us has a different kind of grief as well. So we can help each other, though, I hope. As I thought of the tone, I'm very sad, but not somber. Ken would not want us to be somber. Grieving is not an analytic, scientific, sober process. So he might say something like, there's no sombre. Because he liked to make up his own words for things, right? So first thing that my idea is to really have sort of an open mic, open floor convocation. But I do want to start out with a couple of agenda items. I want to recognize, without falling into the lagoon, I'm going to step back here. And I want to recognize Ken's mother. Now, Betty Blair. My mother's a little hard of hearing. If we could recognize Betty Blair. Thank you very much, because Betty inspired Ken to his career, I believe, and they gave him native intelligence and native compassion. And thank you, Mom. I want to recognize Karen Cornell, Ken's life, that took care of him the last few years of his life, and was a comfort and a confidant and companion and caretaker. And thank you, Karen. She loved him dearly. I want to recognize Ken's children, Nicole and Chris. Nicole and Chris and their late mother, Carol Cody, provided Ken with an experience of family and fatherhood, which he would not have had otherwise. And he was enriched by it. He was a better man for it. And thank you. In absentia, I want to thank your mother for providing a proverbial bloody sheep, which was very, very meaningful to my father. I want to recognize my brother Dave. There's some pictures of the three of us. And can I ask you to hold this?
As you know, there was a correspondence.
As you know.
From Canada, Steve, from others, Dave and me. Show one.
Oh, thank you. All right. This was when Ken moved west. He just entered the University of Dallas, and we missed him. I missed him. I was 2 years ahead of him, and I wrote all of my letters to begin with summary of what I was drinking at the time, what music was playing. And then there's a transition, so I say, seriously, I hope things are okay, and hope the important hours. It's strange for me to think of you in college. You were only 2 years behind me, but you usually hung around for Dave, and I had my friends. I mean, now you're just as independent as me, and maybe even more so, with your own life emerging in the desert. Maybe a little attitude in there, I don't know. The old five-member family was breaking up in the old sense. And now we should be like brothers in the movies, you know. This is like J.D. Salinger period, so we'll be like brothers in the movies, you know. Joe the doctor calling up his brother Harry the lawyer, with sisters involved, and all that shit. And I know it's different for Dave, now being the only kid at home. I'm getting to appreciate the family scene more. And then I mentioned that another guy in the house that I was living in has a Kawasaki 750. Come to visit me and you can ride it. So, thanks, bro. So, I want to thank Dave. Dave loves his brother, Dean. Thank you for having me, Mike. And as a part of saying, we have some of this stuff in the center here. This is ambiguous. But it's artful. He was a surgeon in wood at the end of his life. Precision and exactitude and care and beauty. Let's see. I'll share one more little thing about how we don't want ceremony. We didn't want chairs and rows or anything. We sat through the old Latin Mass, the old Catholic Latin Mass. It's a beautiful ritual. And there was one part where the priest would say, Dominus Vobiscum, and the congregants would say, Et Spiritu Tuo, which Ken took as God's phone number. Because he always had to make things into something else. And then later he would say, the New Jersey dial, Et Spiritu 666. So there's the little extra zip in that for that phone number too. So that's my brother. I would like to, we do not have a formal order of speakers. This is open mic, open floor.